Are you failing forward today? Hi there, I'm Scott Woods. I've been selling real estate full-time here in Charlotte since 1991, and I own one of the oldest real estate brokerages here in Charlotte, and I've trained hundreds of agents to success. So I'm going to tell you why you should be failing forward every single day. Well, failing forward is just a polite way of saying you got to get through the suck. So in any endeavor that we have, we're never any good in the beginning, and we have to work through the period of time while we stink at what we do until we get good at what we do. So do you play golf? Were you good at golf when you started, or did you practice to get to the good? When I was in college, I aspired to be a drummer, and I played drums and drove people crazy, but I practiced, and then shortly before I graduated, I was pretty darn good at drumming. I got through the suck. And it's the same way with real estate. It's the same way with your business. So let me give you an example. Let's say you call 25 people today and you want to tell them about a listing, and maybe you also want to ask them if they're interested in selling your house, and you got 25 rejections. So I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't look at it in terms of rejection. Let's look at the positive side of this and getting through the suck. So what have you accomplished? You've called 25 people. You've made 25 contacts. You've made 25 talks. Every one of you should have a business plan. If you don't have a business plan, get one today. Or see me, call me, and I'll help you walk through one. So in the life cycle of every lead starts with a talk. To get to a closing on the other end, you have to start with a talk. From a talk, you get an appointment that's set. From an appointment that's set, you have an appointment that's met. From an appointment that's met, you have a contract that's written. When the contract's written, you have contracts that close. Now, not every contracts that are written actually close. Not every talk turns into an appointment set, but there's a conversion ratio in there. So in an example, you may have to talk to 45 people to get to one contract that closes. So if you talk to 25 people, you've just gotten yourself that much further to a contract that's closed. If you know your ratio is 45 talks to one close, well, you just accomplished 25, so it's not 25 rejections, it's 25 talks that you've accomplished. The second reason you shouldn't see this as a failure is that every objection, every rejection gives you an opportunity. When you're finished with the call, stop, take a breath, and think about what you said. Think about how you could have said it better, so that the next time you run across that same objection is what I'm trying to say, you'll be better prepared. You will have been through this before. It will be familiar to you. The first time you encounter objections, it tends to set you off. It elevates your blood pressure. You get a little nervous because you haven't been there before. So the more you do it, the better you get at it, and the more comfortable that you are getting that objective. Number 3, you're building your emotional control. So again, when you get that rejection, it builds up your blood pressure. It builds up your fight or flight instincts. So you're learning how to control yourself. You're learning how to ebb and flow with these objections. So that's another positive thing that you've taken from that rejection. And number 4, lastly, you're building your database. Everybody that you spoke to should go in your database. You should be working a CRM. It doesn't matter if they rejected you. The thing is, you got to speak to them, so they are a talk, number 1, which gets you closer to a contract. But number 2, now you got a reason to follow up with them. So that's why you want to be failing forward today, folks. Fail forward today to get better for your contacts and your sphere later on, and to your success. Folks, if you would like some more great information, head on over to our Good to Great in Real Estate page and check out the other videos there. You can also take a deeper dive into the business planning that I talked about, the life cycle of a lead. And remember, folks, it's progress, not perfection. Good to Great in Real Estate. Take care.